Hey guys, today I'm going to show you the mini sculpture my um, daughter have done through all years. Okay, so these are quick drying clay that I ordered online. You can all check in others online shop. I'm not going to say because I'm not advertising for them. Anyway, so let me start with this thing. Yeah, yeah. When you have a child that you love so much, you try to buy things for them, support their talent, support their work, what they want to do in their lives, support their interests. It's actually not a cheap, hobby or interest, but as long as I can afford it, I will try to buy for her. Is because money is just a tool to support her talent or her interest. uh, it's really worth buying this thing for her because I believe that the experience she learn from doing these things, it makes her more a better person. So uh, I really support my daughter's interest. I believe that the experience is totally worth it. As a parents, I remember I forced her to read because her cousins read at an early age. But the one thing that factored I totally forget is that my nephews, they learn by themselves. They just ask little assistant from their mom or their dad how to read. But my because of me, I was crazy, really, because of the pressure of listening to other people about, competing their children, trying to boast how good is their children, and you are also forced to do that, which is very bad. And good if your kids can just easily obey you or they are timid enough to learn without resistance. But my daughter is so stubborn. Her temper is really independent and stubborn. Imagine a 6-year-old child who sleep with you for 6 years or 5 years because she sleep in the crib when she was a baby. So, and then suddenly told you that I want to have my own bedroom, and then that night she sleep without complaining or not saying anything. That's the some kind of independence that she showed. And you know I was never expected that she will ask for her own room and sleep by herself. And then not even, didn't even come in the middle of the night to go back to bed with me. It's really, she just stayed there until until the whole night. And so it's really that shows how stubborn and independent she is. Anyway, so if parents hear me, let their kids learn in their own time. Forcing them is really bad for relationship. Child starts hating you if you force them to do things that they don't want to or they're not ready for it. Especially, we're forcing them to achieve in academically. And then I realize is that not much more important. It's just a tool in one of our lives to earn money. If you have education. But it doesn't mean that you have to be number one in the class or number two or you'll be the best. It's really very bad for us parents to force our kids. Anyway, that's my lesson I've learned. So from that on, I never force her because me forcing her to read at an early age, she resisted so much that she started reading when she was 6 years old, going to 7. Um, I enrolled her in private school, Montessori, all this expensive school, and she never learned to read. Anyway, the only good thing that she learned in Montessori is that she had a very high IQ. She answered all those abstract questions. So good, you know. She can even finish at her early age. She can finish 20 pages of this abstract and logic workbook. So and when I asked the teacher, because I don't want to conclude that my daughter has high IQ. So I asked the teacher what this workbook tries to measure, or so the teacher told me it's really an practicing for their IQ, and so I was so happy and proud because in my son, I didn't tell anyone. I don't know, because I learned my lesson. Boasting is not good, you know, because other parents will feel bad if they start comparing their kids to you, the way you boast it. So I never boast about that. That I learned that she is very good in abstract and logic. It only shows in her workbook. So anyway, but the reading thing, it's because of me forcing her. That's why she resisted so much. All this. With my daughter, she learns to do this sculpture by herself. She research in the internet, and uh, even crochet, painting. She all research it in the internet. You know, so they didn't have basic training at all. Maybe the basic training she get is from school. They have art and music in school. Okay, it's part of the curriculum. So she learned the basics from school. But I mean, professional training she doesn't have. So because she enjoys learning by herself. That's one thing I found out about my daughter. She enjoys these do-it-yourself things, researching, learning from it. So learn to find out what kind of kids you have, what are their personality, how they behave, so you can adjust it and to the way they are. So once you learn their temper, you can adjust and learn from it. Anyway, so I encourage parents to please stop forcing your kids to achieve academically. It's only strains the relationship and makes your kids hate you. So let's go back to yeah, to my daughter's sculpture. Yeah, and this is a cookie sculpture. She likes these things. This is her sculpture. Food. I think my daughter is enjoys sweets like me. Nothing. I know it. But I told her that eating so much sweet is not good for us because we have diabetes in the family. So this diabetes is not really. It's type 2 one. It can be acquired. So I have a very logical explanation. For these people have high sugar in their blood, you can find out it in different kinds of blood tests like random blood sugar, fasting blood sugar, glucose tolerance test, or hemoglycosylated hemoglobin. So anyway, this is my logic. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to tell here. Sugar in the blood because it due to how we eat our food, from sugary food, that food that turns into carbohydrates. So it's simple logic. If you don't eat food that turns into sugar or foods with sugar, how will it goes to your body and it shows in your blood? So it means it's just acquired diseases. And if the doctor said that it's incurable, it's not true. If you don't eat it, then it will not show in your body and in your blood sugar test. So how we will get diabetes if you don't have high sugar? It's very simple logic. If you want to really get cured from diabetes, stop eating sugar and food that turns into sugar. You may wonder, you can look at my videos, I talk about it. Our body has capacity to make its own sugar to feed the brain. And also the body can use ketones to feed our body as a food. So we don't really need sugar in our body. It's not just, it's sugar, diabetes or sugar in the blood. It causes us so much problem. It like if you have high sugar, you will have kidney problem later on, or you need to have dialysis. And if you get deep bone, it will easily get healed. And I always when I eat sugar, I will always put in my brain that that if I get wound and will not heal, it got infection, and then the doctor has to cut it. That's what I always try to imagine. I also, if I want to scare my daughter, I will tell that to her because she likes so much sweets. So just to remind her not to eat so much, um, I will tell that stories anyway. And I told her research in the internet how people get amputated because of high sugar in the blood that the wound didn't heal. So anyway, let's go back to the sculpture. Yeah, this is a cat. This is made of plastic actually. I forget the name of that device that I bought in the internet to make this. Anyway, I will look for it. Where is it? She had so many mini boxes. Later, I'll show to you all of these mini boxes, what's inside. Anyway, let's. This one is a llama. I think she needs llamas. She likes llamas. I think it's from because of the Minecraft thing. And then this one is a lotus flower, I think. Because it's colored white and it looks like a flower. Yeah, another bar of candies. Colorful one. Yeah, another color for candies or sweet. This one is a bunny. Ooh. Okay, so you level this donut. I guess what's inside is mini donuts. Yeah. Look. It's nice. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is what I call, organizedly disorganized. It means that you put all of them in one box, regardless of how they being used or what kind of materials they are. So if you are really organized, you put all things the same layers, the same kind. So if you just disorganize, you just put everything in one box, regardless of what kind of use they are or what kind of materials they're made of. It's like there's no system in it. So this one is another one. I don't know what this is. It looks like some container. Just her many sculptures made of quick dry clay. We try the one that is just plain clay, but you have to bake it in oven. So I told her we just actually it's not me telling her. She was telling me to buy this quick dry. She found out about quick dry ones. So she ordered in the internet, and of course I pay for it. Just put in the box, and then she just tell me, oh, pay for it. Okay, so this one is a cup, and this one is the saucer. Yeah, this is nice though. I really like this one. I guess because I like drinking tea or coffee. But now I stopped drinking coffee because it affects my sleep. I drink tea. Sometimes I drink coffee if I really miss it. I like coffee with cream and stevia. It's just so tasty, especially if you make the coffee bubble. Ew. Yum, yum, yum. Anyway, let's go back to my daughter's sculpture. This one is an abstract, and this one is, it's a popsicle stick. I don't know what is this for, but it looks abstract, I guess. I don't want, but it looks nice though. I don't want to conclude what is this. Let's just say it abstract sculpture. Another of the llamas. Inspired from Minecraft, I guess. Yeah, another cookie. Another cookie is abstract. Another cookie abstract. Cookie abstract. Okay, this one is a leaf. I don't know what is it, but this one is, I'm sure it's a leaf. This one maybe is trying to make a flower, or it's just like this. I don't know. But it looks nice. Oh, look, this is very cute. A small bottle about, okay, 1.5 inches tall, with some cute things inside. It's like different colors. It looks like a pebble stone, but actually it's made of clay. And she just colored it, or maybe she, or I remember her now. She ordered colored clay. And this one, another of the sweet stuff. And this one's too. And she's a foodie like me. Actually, sweet tooth. Another head made of plastic sculpture. It's a cat head. Yeah, another of her foodie stuff. I think this one is chocolate. Another foodie sculpture. Oh, lots of them. Oh, this one is a small doll. Look, it's cute though. And it's so cute. Look, see that? It's a mini doll. Okay, this one is another abstract thing. Actually, there are all mini sculpture. Oh, a barbecue! Look, so cute. This is a toothpick. Big barbecue over it. Okay, this I think it's like this one. You know, the candy. You know that Fruit Loops. Or I don't know. This one another food cake maybe cake. So many sculpture in here. So a leftover plate. Okay, so just see if we can find some cute ones. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's just a food and Fruit Loops. You know she likes Fruit Loops, but it's very sweet. So and it's not really healthy. It's very sugary. So I think this one is carrot, brown carrot. Yeah. Okay. It looks like another foodie thing. Okay, so this just like all food, nothing special anymore. So that's it. That's all her sculpture put in this mini box. Let me put it back. So this she spent hours of entertaining herself doing this sculpture thing. She, like for example, my daughter, she don't stick to one activities or get addicted to it. As I said it before, she had various interest. If she get, if she finished doing her sculpture, she will go in the garden, pick up stones, or go walking and look for pebbles or stones. Or now she's collecting different kinds of eggshells. So weird actually. But as a mom, your job is to support. If you find any eggshells of snakes or lizards, big or small, she will look for it anyway. So, as the mother, or only the, for me, I'm not speaking for all. My happiness is to see my daughter learn so much on her own now. On her own now, I stop forcing her my will to her. I stop comparing her. You know, Comparing them to other kids in your family or in your friends. I don't do that. I learned it long time ago that comparing, and even comparing to yourself, it's very detrimental to her mental health. So they are their own individual, and making them to be like you or to be like other children in your family, it's not good for them. They let them grow by themselves, let them develop their own personality. All you have to do is to discipline them consistently, encourage them, love them unconditionally, support them with their interests, you know, for their future. But forcing them to do their will, forcing them to be famous, forcing them mm, to be like you, it's not really healthy mentally. It can cause some mental problems later on. I really, or it can even cause their self-esteem, especially if you're very harsh with your criticism when they don't do your will. So it will you will growing a very a person who has very low self-esteem. You can you will boast to your friends that your child is outgoing or whatever is there, and they're very smart. But then when you look at their sets of friends, they don't have loyal friends. You know, you can only gauge if your daughter or your son is a very confident person if they have loyal friends. It's easy to get to have friends who are acquaintance actually, but to have a loyal friends who will stick to you through thick and thin is very difficult to find that kind of friends. So anyway, so what I'm trying to say in here is that I am a very supportive mother, and it shows also to my daughters now how she is. Um, she had her sets of friends who are who are healthy to go with. They don't influence her. They don't even actually nobody can pressure my daughter to do things that she doesn't want. She don't conform to or be influenced, or she doesn't nobody can peer pressure her. That's how confident she is. It's 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 really it sometimes amazes me that I done a good job, because when you are a teenager, peer pressure is normal. The only thing is that when you conform to it, then that's the bad thing. It's good if the pressure is, you know, actually when you're being pressure is not healthy at all. But as a teenager, sometimes you get peer pressure, and if the influence is very bad, or bad people in peer pressure you, later on you will be involved in some bad things like shoplifting, stealing, whatever, drugs, alcohol. You know, peer pressure can do that to you. You can get into drugs because of peer pressure. But good if your friends are just influencing you to, to watch concert, go to art show. Oh yeah, I also go to art show because of my daughter. We went to Museum of Arts. It's out of topic again. It's just that things when I talk and then I remember. So I I I bought tickets for her to watch the shows. It's not cheap, but it's healthy for her, and it's nice for her to see other people's art, sculpture, painting, and other. So we even saw this how creative people using indigenous materials. It's really amazing. Even materials that we just throw in the garbage, it can turn into art. It's really amazing. You know. So I just want to broaden her horizons. So I do that. But you can see how she is. Very confident. Nobody can peer pressure her. So until now, she never fight with anyone. Physical fight. She never did that. Yeah, she told me when, one day, um, a boy pulled her hair. Maybe the boy cannot say anything, some boys. We're not taught by the, I don't understand parents. You should teach your kids to convey their emotion in an healthy way. That's what I'm telling Gracie, that if you don't let anything, stop you from saying what you want, as long as you don't hurt people's feeling, you you say it nicely or straightforward. So maybe they don't teach the children to express their emotion in a positive way. So this boy from her school, a teenager as well, pull her hair, and of course it hurt because he wants maybe to say something, but his hello is pulling my daughter's hair. How bad it is! As a parent, I'm telling you, teach your son to say hello by coming out from their mouth the word, like say good morning, how are you, and I mean, it's nice to see you here. And teach them to express their emotion in words, not in action. His hello is pulling my daughter's hair, so I told my daughter, uh, tell him, if you want to say something, say it, don't pull my hair. Next time you pull my hair, I'm going to pull your hair or going to report you to the school authorities. So I teach my daughter to say that to tell the boys that being physical is not, it's not good. It's not healthy. If you want to, you have to learn to express your feelings through words, not by physical means. Anyway, it stopped because I teach her how to deal with it. So it's, as a parent, if you have sons, teach them how to express their feeling in a positive way. What is, if you say, what will you lose if you say the words what you feel? If you like a girl, just say it. And if she doesn't like you, don't take it personally, I even teach my daughter, if you like a guy, just tell him. If he doesn't take it or he doesn't accept it, that's it. You don't lose anything. At least you express your feeling. It's more than, keeping it there and just wallowing with that kind of feeling that, and then you will later on keep thinking, that, or maybe regret it. But, it is, you don't lose anything by expressing your feelings. But anyway, my daughter, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if I ask my daughter if because some of the girls, at her age, they have crushes, they enjoy, they admiring celebrities, but she doesn't have. She's just like me when I was a teenager. I, I, but at least I have crushes, I have, but for her, I never heard her talk about boys, or or talk about celebrities or artists, or she just watch YouTube, and then she admires some YouTubers, but like, oh, he's so handsome, oh, she's so beautiful. She never say that word, or he's so cute. He just watch them and listen to their words, learn from, she learn history, so many things in these YouTubers, um, history, science, facts, and so many. But she never gush. Oh, he's so cute, he's so handsome, he's so gorgeous, he's so beautiful, so pretty. She, I don't know. Anyway, she just treat them as as a normal person beside her. They're not above or lower than her. But it's just really fun. But actually, I'm so happy because even if she even corrected me, like when I say something, it's not really racist, but it's partiality. She will always tell me, uh, people has different standard of beauty. Your beauty may not be the beauty of other people. He was telling me always that. So stop imposing your beliefs to other people or your agenda. Yeah. She always tells me that. Like when I make a video, that uh, this video about discipline. She was saying, stop putting your agenda to other people. So I told her, I am not imposing my agenda. I'm just telling them if they want to learn from me, fine. If they don't want, then they don't watch my video. But I'm just trying to help people. You're the evidence of what I did. Look at you. Isn't this a proof that I'm doing my job? Maybe you're not perfect, but you don't cause trouble for me. You don't harm other people. You're not even a burden to other people. I even get praise that you help small children, and it's like a babysitter when in the church. So, I mean, you're the evidence that I'm doing the right thing. So, I just want to share to other parents that Mike's life experience growing you. You may not be excel in academics, but you behave so well that you're a teenager. This is a very tremulous stage in your life. Rebellious, but look at you're rebelling in a positive way that you're not even giving me headache. And she's rebellious, but in a positive way. You cannot impose your will to her. She will tell you directly in your face, straightforward. But I like it. I mean, she is assertive in her own way, and her rebellion is done in a positive way. So why would I bother so much about other people tell her, people tell her that she is a special child. You know what? I told her that sometimes I make joke out of it. Oh, you're a special child because you are very special to me. You're so loved by me, so that's why you're so special. And then people say that you are a special child. And you know what she told me? What is the evidence? What is the proof that I'm a special child? She told me. Yeah, because you behave different from the way their teenager behave or other teenager behave. It's like you are obedient, not harming other kids, not even fighting physically, not even fighting by words. You just argue nicely, not even a loud voice. I mean, really, that is today's standards. I mean, when they teenagers gathered, they talk, but they talk about flirting, makeup, any, worldly things. So she cannot relate to it. She other talk about how the Anne's kingdom was built, and how what she learns, in YouTube, DIY, about laws, so many things like science. She anatomy, so many things that she learned that the small kids likes to hear from her. So when this other teenager the same as her, they talk a lot about boys. I think my daughter cannot relate to it. I asked her, you even have a crush? She said, yes, I have. I admire someone, but why do I have to talk to him? I just look at him and I'm happy, and then that's it. Why do I have to talk about him? Why do I have to learn about him? It doesn't make sense, he told me. You just because they look good or they look fine, that's it. They are you look at them differently from other boys. She told me, but it doesn't mean that I have to spend my time knowing him. It's really a fruitless effort. She told me, it's not worth it. Because you're not building a relation out of that thing. She told me. is just, just admire, and that's it. I think she's not really keen on this, this idol things, like so much of the teenagers nowadays. They go crazy, but she doesn't. I don't know. She will just make, but I think it's kind of normal, not to get addicted. Maybe I grow her so well. I don't know, but the way I see it, she's just so confident and treated almost everyone equally. So I was really proud of it. The way she turns out to be, and she's at the moment, she's still in senior high. Soon she will be in a legal age, and I don't have any more rights to snoop. We agreed, as a parents. I told her I manage her social media. Well, but once she turns into a legal age, I will stop doing it. I will stop looking at her Facebook, her chatting, her phone records, her search records. I will have to stop doing it. We agreed that not. And then she can also, she been pestering me to color her hair. But I said, you can only color your hair when you turn into a legal age. I told her, we agreed on that. And then you can also start using makeup. Anything you want to do except tattoos in your body, you can do it. So we agreed on that on her when she turns in her legal age. And I will also her social media, I will stop managing it once she turns to her legal age. So see, I treated her like an adult when she turns into legal age, and I have to, I have to follow it through. When she turns to legal age, I have to respect her privacy. At the moment, I was already trusted her. I stopped looking at her browsing history. The only one rule is that she cannot watch pornography. If she wants to watch pornography, she has to watch with me so that I can explain it in a scientific way how these things are. And if she have any questions about these things, she can ask me freely, and I can tell her, directly. I don't ha, sexuality. I told her, facts. Um, I don't I see the sexual organ as the way how you call it. I don't call it flower or other um, other neutral words or other words that hide the real words. I don't do that when it comes to sexuality. I I call them in a scientific ways anyway. I call vagina as vagina. I don't say it's a flower or anything else. Anyway, that's the way you should deal with it. You when it comes to this kind of things, you have to talk with your kids in a fact, in a truth. Don't let other people tell them because it can be misleading to them. Leading into something not healthy. Even teenage pregnancy, I already discussed it to her how hard it is for her and for me and for her future. You know, and having a boyfriend also, I discussed it to her. You can admire them, but into your age, your hormones is raging, and if you have a boyfriend, there will always be intimate touches leading into something, leading into pregnancy. So I said, our brain is not developed yet to control this raging hormones. So the effect later on, it will be, you cannot it's not an experience that is worth trying. It's an experience that will be detrimental to your life and in future. So I told her that teenage pregnancy will really destroy your future, because you're too young to handle another human being. So, and also it's not healthy for the child, for a baby. You're not matured enough. So I already talked to her about this thing. I don't hide anything when it comes to these things. It is for her health, it's for her future. So it better discuss with with me because I can tell her the facts and the truths, and at the same time, I know what is good and what is bad for her. If you don't teach your children or educate them about this sexual thing, if they learn from internet, from outside, from their peers, they don't know if they're talking about the truth. Later on, they will even, they will try to experiment because they just only heard how good it is or whatever, but nobody told them that disadvantage or how it will affect your life, how you will suffer from it. So as a parents, we should educate our. It's better for us to educate our kids about these things, about sexual things. It's because we deal with it with facts, and we can tell them the effects, how bad it is for their future. If you learn from other kids or from their peers, other people, they just they only tell what the kids wants to hear, or they have their own version but it's not based on facts. So as a parents, if you don't know anything about this kind of thing, you have to research and discuss it with your kids, like, because it involves their future. And in our now, we have a very high rate of teenage pregnancy, and I think the problem is that lies on the social media and the internet, because the pornography can easily be accessed anytime, anywhere. And if your kid is not properly educated, they will experiment, and later on it leads to a teenage pregnancy. Anyway, so I is I suggested, if to the parents, you have to discuss with your kids uh, when they are in the teenage life, because really it's very detrimental to their future. So as a parents, it's one of our job to educate our children about sexuality. Anyway, so that's what I did. So she learned so much. I also researched for her to impart the knowledge to her, because I don't want her to make these major mistakes in life that can ruin her future. I always pray, that she will not make big mistakes that can ruin her life. This kind of experience is not totally worth it. So she's in the rebellious teenage stage. So it still need more guidance from me. And I'm just, I very strict when it comes to going home. I don't want her to loiter outside the school if there's no really a school activities that is really for her to join. I'm very strict when she has to go home on time for sundown. That's the rule, unless she inform me that she's going to the library or they have some school activities. I'm very strict when we're going home. If she breaks the rules, she has to suffer the consequences. Because, allowing your kids to, it's very dangerous when it's dark. Um, there are, when it's dark and she's walking alone, it's very dangerous. So I always tell her that always go walk in a group of people. And then if you go home late, there are less people. So it's very dangerous. And I also very strict with that, going home. And then going out with friends, I also make sure that it's really school activities or activities that really I don't restrict her going with her friends, going to watch art shows or doing school activities. Uh, these are all valid things, but I always ask her, where can I find you, where I can contact you when you are out from house doing, bonding with your friends. I trusted her, but she has to tell me where she is, and when I call her, she has to answer me or message me. I just want her to be safe, actually. So I want to end my life with the words, um, let your kids, support your kids, let them grow, be a good person, let them be as the way they are, support them, Don't force your will. Don't compare them. Don't even compare them to yourself. They are another human being with their own beliefs. Well, not really beliefs, sorry for that. With their own future, to 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 develop by themselves. All we need is to discipline them consistently, love them unconditionally, support them, don't belittle them, teach them to be assertive, teach them to be independent, responsible, hardworking person that doesn't harm the society or other people. That's our job. Once they grow up and become a mother, we cannot control them anymore. While they are young, start from very early age. Do this kind of thing and later on you will never suffer. Even when they go to a rebellious state as teenagers, you will never suffer very hard. You can, you can, they can answer you back, but in a nice way, not in a, not in a rude way or disrespectful way. They're just as being assertive. As long as their words, are not harmful or hurtful, it's being assertive. So that's a healthy way of being rebellious. But if you don't grow them well and they reach the rebellious stage, you will really suffer because they really disrespect you because you didn't grow them well. You didn't start from the early age. If you really want to grow a good person, you really have to start in an early age and you really need to be consistent. So hopefully you learned something from me and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment and get notification for my next video or live. Uh, all of rambling. All of my live video are unscripted. It's because I want it to be raw and the emotion that I have at the moment when I'm talking with my with these things. I just want to be realistic. See, that's why I don't do script. When I don't even read script, it just all came out from my heart and my brain. So, uh, if you have some comments, I really appreciate if you put down below in the comment section. So, thank you for watching and have a great day.